Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a good week so far, and welcome to your your daily update, of course. We're going to do a full update here. It's in general we had a bit of a dump over the course of the second half of yesterday, which in general, if you watched most of my videos over the last couple of days, you would have expected this. So congratulations. The thing is that yesterday in the afternoon, I turned slightly bullish with this reclaim here. I did not lose a lot of money. I lost one trade, but we got a nice little reclaim here. We also gained some momentum, so I went long with a small position and lost some money. But over the majority of the time, I should have listened to myself, because what we saw and what I told you for the last couple of days is that I did expect some sort of a move into the 65 and 64s. And at this moment, honestly, I do think I know pretty well what I expect from Bitcoin and what the possibilities are. But I do want to stress that at this point of time, the markets are at a relatively weird point of time. All right, so obviously we had the Ethereum ETF. We actually have net outflows right now, so that's slightly bearish, I think, for crypto as a whole as well. But then we also have the Bitcoin conference in Nashville with a lot of big speakers. This might be some sort of a sell the news effect ahead of that. But that's also like things that are going to be said there. We have some major speakers there, including Trump, of course. Things that are going to be said there are just in general, they can be very volatile, right? I mean, if certain things are being said, we'll get a big bump, probably. And if certain things are not said, we can also dump down. So in general, it will be volatile. If we look at the general markets right now as well, if you look at the S&P 500, that's also, like, this is the biggest pullback we've seen since the middle of April right there, when we obviously had a lot of international tension. So that's interesting to see as well. Why that's happening, who knows, but at least that's bearish for now. I would expect this to bounce at some point of time, of course, but for now, that's not great. Dollar strength index is also bearish, which makes it even weirder that the asset markets are dropping. But all right, so there's just a lot of things to take into account and a lot of factors influencing the market. Now, when we look at Bitcoin right now, we are at a very strong support level right here at the 302 FIB, 100 EMA, 200 EMA, just in general a strong support level at 63,500 up to 64,000. That's where we are holding, and I do expect a bounce from this level, all right? Purely technically, even though the asset markets are not doing well, I don't see a reason why we would like ultimately we can drop down lower into the 61,000s and the 62,000s, but for now I don't see why we would see a drop basically of, I mean, if we would drop down there, that's a drop of about like minus 9%. Without clear reason, except for if this was one big bull trap with the fundamentals, I would be surprised by that. So some sort of a bounce I do expect here. What you can also see is that if you look at Bitcoin right here, the open interest is going up by quite a lot. And usually I would say, all right, well, we're gaining momentum. That's good. But in this case, I would still say it's good, but we are actually gaining a lot of short positions, which is interesting to see nonetheless. All right, a lot of people are shorting Bitcoin here at support, which makes me believe it's likely we will see a bounce, maybe from a bit lower. But we will see a bounce. For me, the main level we would need to break above to really turn bullish again is 65,700. And I would say it's a little bit more likely that we will not break above that instantly, and that it is more likely that we will drop down into the 62,000. All right, that seems to be the most likely direction right now. Also in taking into account some sort of a sell the news effect with the Bitcoin conference. And it's in line with the direction that the traditional markets still have. Now, I do think the markets are still bullish, even though I expect quite a deep pullback. So therefore, I do think you need to take into account that we can break above 65,700 when we bounce here. But for now, I'd say it's most likely we will not break above that. But that's the key level, all right? So if I expect a bounce right here either way. If from there we are able to break above 65,700, then I think all of a sudden we can go up to 70, which I know that sounds very conflicting, but those are really the extremes right now, I would say, for Bitcoin, and I do think we are at a crucial level like that. But those are my thoughts. All right, that's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.